It's definitely gonna fall. Shit, man. I don't know, I have confidence about this one. Okay. Welcome to day 8 of 100 days in a row with 100 uploads, tracking how I transform myself from the first day to the last. We don't know what the end day is going to look like. All we know is that I am trying to become my best self. And we all know, let's get real, we all know what we have to do to become our best self. And the thing is, we look at the Olympians of any kind of craft or sport, and we go, we know that they're doing the little things every single day more than anyone else. So was it Michael Phelps? He trained every single day for 5 years, didn't miss a single day. He might have gotten sick, I don't know, but that's the story, is that he never missed a single day in 5 years, 1800-ish days consecutively, and it pays off. You see how many medals he's won. I want to be one of the world's best actors. What do I look, and I've been struggling. What do I look like after 100 days of making the main thing, and prioritizing acting? We are at day 8. Today was a really hard day, to be honest, in the sense that mentally it was really rough. I've been feeling waves after waves of negativity, and I've been trying to wash it off and stay clear-minded. But the truth is, I'm dead fucking shit scared, man, and it's detrimental, and it's skewing my judgment. And I'm making silly mistakes, like I was supposed to go to my acting coach and ask for some clarifying knowledge, and because there were some things that I needed to know, and I left it for 2 weeks. Like iffing and umming and ahhing and ahhing, and I should have just gone to her and asked. And now, and nothing terrible has happened, but she was saying, like, hey, just to be completely honest with you, I thought you were disinterested. I didn't think you wanted to be involved in this creative project, because I hadn't heard anything from you. Like, that's so that's one thing that needs to be addressed. That's how I know I'm not making the main thing. I am allowing space for fear. I'm encouraging fear into my world. And the thing is, if we look at the macro, nothing has happened. Nothing has happened to me. Nothing is happening to me. It's just in my head, and I need to get out of it. I did get some bad news today. I won't go into it, but I tried to brush it off like it was nothing, but I do think it had an effect on me, and I didn't I'm not actually dealing with it. I thought it's like a water off a duck's back. That bad news didn't affect me, but it's clinging on the back there, and it actually is becoming kind of like baggage. So I need to learn how to better deal with that. One of the ways that I'm going to be looking to improve myself is I want to get therapy. I'm not egotistical enough to think that I know, with this being my first time on this earth, how my brain works. I am subject to the influences around me. You are an amalgamation of the 5 people closest to you. So if you've got low quality, compared to the goals and the kind of person that you want to be, if they're low quality compared to that, you need to surround yourself with different people. That's the commonly adopted belief by the elite and the people who are the best in their field. And I'm sure the people around me, I was going to list some people, I'm not going to do that, are very flawed, have their flaws, and because they are close to me, their flaws rub off on me, and my flaws will rub off on them. bad. It's just like it just happens. So I need to go to a therapist because I need to ask questions and I need to challenge myself. And I don't necessarily know the right questions to ask, and that's what the therapist is there for. That's what you pay them to do, because they know the right questions to ask. So I want to look inside my brain and rewire things that I know I need to rewire. Because the way I can consciously see X behavior, X stimuli, this event happens, triggering this response, two responses, consciously, unconsciously. And the conscious response is, and you deal with it. But then the subconscious is the thing that you're not aware of, and that'll do its own thing. And that's much more deeply rooted and takes a bit more effort to rewire than conscious behavior. So I want to admit myself to a therapist so that I can get on top of my brain. Tom Brady said to, was it Antonio Brown? I don't follow American football. I just saw this post that I think his name is Antonio Brown, shared, and he was like, what the fuck? Like Tom Brady was saying, hey man, you are elite, just take care of your mind, go see a therapist. And Antonio Brown took offense to it. In my opinion, that means he will never ever reach the status and the level of success and consistency of Tom Brady, because Brady was willing to confront himself to the deepest level. I think it takes some humility to admit that you have flaws that you need help with, and you go to see a therapist. So that's the plan. One sec. Yeah, okay. Keep going. Today was one of those days where I thought it'd be so much easier to just quit. So much easier. I could give up this uncertain path of acting, and I could chase any number of jobs. I think I'm intelligent enough and hardworking enough to go to uni or go to TAFE or go to any place that you can get qualified for some role for and do quite well and get paid very nicely and get a house, etc., etc. But it would mean the death of my soul. Is what it feels like. It's a bit dramatic. But today was one of those days where the negativity seeped in, and I was thinking, I could quit. I could just quit. I could just quit. It'd be that easy. But I'm not gonna. And it was a bit scary because it was one of those days where, like, the conversation in your head was a bit real. Like, there are days where you go, fuck it, I'm quitting, fuck this, and then there's other days where, like today, which are much fewer and farther in between, where it's like, it would just be so much easier. And that's how you know that your mind isn't on the main thing, because my mind is on other pleasures and going, oh, well, those other pleasures feel nice. It would be nice to get some more of them. I could get a better paying job and a more stable upbringing if I did something else, and I could earn more of those pleasures, and that would feel good. That'd be a nice way to live. And for reasons I don't fully understand yet, I choose not to go down that path. Like, I would say at its most shallow level, if I think about it, it's like if I spend my life chasing the pleasures of the flesh, what separates me from any kind of animal that is just chasing after the greatest pleasure? I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's more, and it's tough to look for more. And in truth, I don't think I'm naturally brought up to have a lot of grit. With all due respect, I think my parents took the most secure and the most logical path that they could have taken. I think they're very risk averse. They don't like taking risks at all. They did what makes the most sense to them. And they live quite comfortably now. And I am doing something that does not make sense at all, and I am not living comfortably. Can be stressful. Living paycheck to paycheck for a decade now. All because I feel like there's something out there, and I go, like, since I was a little kid, I kind of, in maybe perhaps different words, maybe more juvenile words, I was challenging what I thought it meant to be human. Like, if I see something like if you put a, if you have a dog here and you put a bar of chocolate on the ground in front of it, it's gonna go for the chocolate. I don't know how many dogs are sitting there going like, I wonder what happens if I don't take the chocolate. Like, I'm gonna leave it and see what's beyond there. Or even like they could have say, this is such a bad example. A dog could see like a bowl of food. A dog could see a bowl of food in front of it, and then it looks up and there's a massive fucking mountain in front, massive fucking mountain, and there's a bowl of food, exact same bowl of food at the top of the mountain. Which dog is going to scale the mountain for that bowl of food? Like, none. So I guess that's kind of like what I'm doing, what I'm aiming to do is scale the mountain, because it seems counterintuitive and an affirmation of sentience, of like a small affirmation of free will, and I want to see what happens on the other side. I guess that's why I do acting, because it doesn't make sense. I do it because it doesn't make sense, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my life admitting that it doesn't make sense and just exploring it. I was gonna say try to make sense of it, but I like it in my heart of hearts. I know it never will, but then maybe it might. Don't know. Anyways, that's it for today. This is day 8. We have 91 check-ins, 92 days, 91 check-ins to go. So let's see how we go. I'm down 1 kilo, and the goal is to lose 1 kilo every 9 days. So we're on track, perfectly on track. Okay, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Ciao.